Okay, I don't think I have to tell everybody what's in this box, Magnum Research. I can't do a typical unboxing with this one because this is so big, it's like a piece of luggage, that if I actually open it up, I'm going to hit my camera and knock it off the pedestal. So I'm going to have to move this out of the way and then show you the new gun. And that new gun is my new all stainless steel Magnum Research Desert Eagle in 50AE. Now, if you ask me, if you're going to get a Desert Eagle, you have to get 50AE. It's available in 44 mag and 357 mag also, but 50AE is the traditional caliber for this gun if you ask me. If you're going to get a 44 mag or a 357 mag gun, there's better guns to get. But if you want to get a Desert Eagle, get the 50AE. It's the way to go if you ask me. Now, why am I suddenly getting a Desert Eagle? Well, I've owned actually two Desert Eagles in the past. One, I bought it because, it was a trade offer thing, and I knew I could trade it for something else, so I only owned it long enough to take it in trade and then trade it for something else, and that was one of the gold stripey ones, which I know a lot of people would think I would keep that gun because it would be, right up my alley, but, I don't like guns that are coated. I like stainless steel guns, so it wasn't really for me. And I also bought another Desert Eagle once, just on a whim, thinking it was a stainless steel Desert Eagle, but it was brushed chrome or brushed nickel, one of the two. And turned out it wasn't actually stainless steel, so I actually sold that the same day. But now they make an all stainless steel model. And since I've always said if they ever make an all stainless steel model, I will actually buy another Desert Eagle, I bought one. So what's different about the new stainless steel Desert Eagles? Well, for one, they're all stainless steel, but there are some other differences also. The two major differences is one, it now has a muzzle brake integrated into the barrel. That's a little bit different than previous models. And two, it has rails on top and bottom now. That's different from previous models. So now it has top and bottom rails and an integrated muzzle brake. So other than just being stainless steel, those are the other two major differences between this gun and the other Desert Eagles. Now, I actually wanted to show this gun sooner than I did, but, when I got it home, I went to tear it apart and got a little carried away. I did do a video showing, a teaser saying, oh, I got a new gun to show you, but it's too heavy for me to lift, so blah, blah, blah. Now, a lot of people, if you follow my Instagram or my Facebook, already knew what the gun was. But, I want to do that little teaser, and then my plan was to almost immediately post the actual first look. But I took the gun apart because, I took off one thing and then two things, and before I knew it, the gun was completely in pieces in front of me, and I'm like, well, can't film the video with it in pieces like this, so I got to put it back together. But as I started putting it back together, I started noticing some flaws in it. I started noticing a little fold mark in the front of the strap. I had to take that out, fix that. I noticed some pitting on the front of the trigger guard, had to take that out, fix that. Found some things on the finish I didn't like, had to take those out. Just had to do some refinishing overall to the gun. I also decided to change the sights while I was at it, but that didn't go so well, as you saw in one of my videos. I did not realize that the sights that are made for the Desert Eagle do not fit the American-made slides. They just kind of like fall right out. It does say that on the website of the sight makers, but I still blame them because they are assuming that A, I'm going to take the time to read, and two, that I actually have reading comprehension when I do read. So it's still their fault that that didn't fit, if you ask me. Now, I did get this gun out and shoot it today, and it is a beast. It's not as bad as you would think it is because it's really heavy, but it's pretty heavy shooting. It's about like shooting a 44 Magnum. But a 44 Magnum really isn't that bad to shoot because it's usually a heavier gun, so it's a big push, not a snap like a 357 Magnum. So even though this gun is fairly brutal and it does have a lot of kick, it isn't really as bad as you might think it is. And I do think this muzzle brake actually makes quite a bit of a difference on this gun. Now, I didn't film it today because I thought, I want to shoot it quite a few times before I actually do a range review on it. But then I started thinking, that's more essential when it's a gun that someone's going to carry or trust their life to for home defense or personal defense. But with a gun like this where it's kind of a novelty and just kind of a fun to shoot gun, I probably won't need to put as many rounds through this before I decide to review it. So I think next time I take it to the range, I'll go ahead and film it and do a quick review on the gun because it's actually a very fun gun to shoot. So I do want to do a range review of it. Now, even though this is not a carry gun, I did buy a holster for it. Now, I got this holster from Holsterama.com. Now, you can get it directly from Magnum Research, but I got mine from Holsterama.com because they had faster shipping times, and it is available in black and brown. Now, I went with brown because, one, it's more stylish, and I think it brings out my eyes, but also the brown one had a little picture of a pigeon on it here, and I like the little picture of a pigeon on it here, so I went with the brown. Now this holster is not made to fit the new Magnum Research, the one with the rails on the top and the bottom. So it doesn't fit exactly perfectly when you first get it. But all you gotta do, stick it in the microwave or steam it for a couple of minutes and get it good and soft. Well, not really soft. You don't want to saturate it and get it wet. I just stuck mine in the microwave for like 45 seconds, got it good and hot. And then I take the gun and just shove it in it. Once you get the gun shoved in there, it stretches out the warm leather nicely, and then you just stick it in the refrigerator, let it cool down for a while. The leather hardens back up, fits the new gun perfectly, just fits it like a glove after that. Now I am thinking of actually carrying this gun. I've always said no one pays attention to me when I do my Every Second Matters open carry on the second of the month, and it's mainly because I look like a middle-aged narc or, I don't know, a gas station attendant. But no one ever notices me, so I thought, well, if I carry the Desert Eagle, maybe someone will notice me. So what do you think out there? Should I carry this on the second or should I not? Is it asking for trouble, or do you think it'd be a good thing? Now I did do one change when I did the refinish of this gun, other than giving it a nice brushed out texture. It came with a really rough brushed texture and a really rough matte finish, and that's to hide the imperfections because these guns are not the most refined gun in the world. They're built to be tanks. They are definitely not custom guns, and they are definitely not refined guns. So if you like a refined gun like me, you're going to do a little bit of finishing to it, but I didn't mind it, so I did that already. But one change I did make is the little dot here. Usually the little dot is red. But, to me, red means either danger or stop. And I don't think either things are associated with using your gun. I think green is a better color because to me, when I have this safety turned off and I see the green dot, that means this gun is ready to go. So I put the dot back as green. Some people don't like that I did that. I do like that I did that. Plus, green's a zombie color, so that's even cooler. But green for go, so that's one change I did make. So there's a new quick look at my new Magnum Research Desert Eagle in all stainless steel. Like I said, the big changes are the rail on the top and the bottom now, and the fact that it's all stainless. Now, the gun is definitely not small. It is definitely not light. It's not something I would want to carry every day, even though I did buy a holster for it. But, like I said, it is a lot of fun at the range. I think if you're buying this for a range gun or novelty gun, you'll be really impressed. And it's not a complete novelty gun, because, it does have its uses. If you're attacked by a rhinoceros, or a zombie bear, or maybe even a ninja bear, you'll definitely want one of these. In fact, I did a whole commercial series of why you need a Desert Eagle. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch my old video. It's basically, for evil giraffes, ninja bears, and killer robots. If you're confronted by any of those things, you're going to want a Magnum Research Desert Eagle. So watch that video. You might decide you need one for carry. But like I said, that's my first quick look at the gun here. I'm really impressed with it so far, really like it so far. Wasn't really impressed with the finishing, but now that I got it refinished, I really like it. I enjoyed it at the range, can't wait to get it to the range again, do a little filming with it, do a range review. So keep your eyes open in the future here. I'm going to have a range review of this gun, but for now, I'm really enjoying it, having a good time with it, and plan on shooting it a lot more in the near future. You ain't even my real dad.